for another bad day.
Absolutely.
You got to have no memory, especially in our role of the day before.
That's getting easier for me.
Right. That's great. What we want to do, Art, is first of all, I know I said this on behalf of all of our admin in the school and Mr. Langone and everybody. Thanks for helping us out. We were in a jam. And again, I don't know that everybody knows this, it's harder and harder to find educators, teachers, administrators particularly,
right.
and able to walk into a new school, a new setting, and able to do it. And I know, the retired avenue is an easier one because you've done it before, but I mean, I don't know that there's people getting into the profession like it was before.
It's very, very challenging.
Yeah, and I don't know I can blame them either. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like we said, there's more and more held responsibility on everybody in the schools to do more and more things.
Right.
And not that we don't enjoy it, because there are a million things that we enjoy about education.
Absolutely.
Well, and I think like many jobs, but I think especially in teaching and education, you really have to enjoy this. You have to like kids.
Yeah.
You have to want to do the work. We know that the financial reward is not great.
No?
But you come into work because you want to, and unfortunately in my time I've met teachers who have been less than enthusiastic about that, but then they move on pretty quickly,
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Well, most of the time.
Sometimes not, but
Most of the time.
Yeah.
But thank you, though.
Well,
From
thank you. It's
sincere
been
thank
great.
you from all
Yeah.
of us.
Absolutely.
It was a not easy situation to come into. You handled it perfectly, and we got through the year.
Yeah.
And
thank
you took a lot off my plate. I know that for sure. Although people still are coming to me for things, and I always like to do this.
Yeah.
Mr. Arpin, you
Yep.
got to see Mr. Arpin about that. Yeah, but can you just
Yeah.
Can you just go see Mr. Arpin? Yeah.
It's hard to do.
Art, what we like to do with all the teachers that we highlight and spotlight and educators, we like to ask 5 questions.
Okay.
And you guys got to know.
I'll answer 4.
You can answer 4, as many as you can. Well, you guys know, they're listening. We basically grabbed Mr. Arpin 30 seconds before the show started.
Correct.
And again, here he is
Doing
subbing
great.
again.
Yeah, subbing in again, and it's great. So we came up with the questions first. Carol, ask them to you. Curtis, I don't know if you got music for that, but that's okay.
And if you don't, that's
if you
okay.
don't, okay, that's okay too. But we're gonna ask you 5 questions. You can't think about it.
Okay.
You just gotta roll
just
with your
quick.
answer. Yeah, they're quick
Yeah.
answers.
Yep. Favorite vacation destination
Cape Cod.
and favorite thing to do in your free time.
Play with my grandkids.
Favorite restaurant.
There is a place near where we live called Carbone's Prime, and it's excellent. I would say 3 out of 4 Fridays is our date night there.
Do you have a favorite meal or you mix it up?
I mix it up.
What's the theme there? What's the kind of
It's
food?
mostly Italian, but they do have steaks and
Okay.
great pizzas.
Nice.
Great pizzas.
okay.
I would highly recommend the pepperoni bomb.
Okay. You'll be paying. I'll be
I know.
paying for that the
Yeah,
next day. Yeah.
If you could meet someone famous, who would it be? Living or not?
Living or dead? Oh my gosh, I would love to meet President Obama.
Okay.
I think he would be an interesting man to talk to. I think that he's a very intelligent man, and whatever side of the spectrum you're on, he was somebody that you could tell put his whole heart into his job, and so I think it would be great to have a conversation with him.
All right.
Perfect.
And
Try to
finally,
set that up. Oh,
yeah.
One more?
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
It's
One
an
more.
important one.
Yeah.
If you were a student at Westfield Tech, which shop would you choose?
Oh my goodness.
I love this question.
I love this question. That's great. I would I'm not a great hands-on person. I always say fine motor is not my greatest skill. Okay, so I think I would wind up something in the graphics or something in that area.
Sure.
I think would be more interesting for me. Because it's more creative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, thanks for doing the
Thank
5
you.
questions, and thanks
All
again
right.
for joining us on
thank
impromptu.
you. Yeah.
And we'll see you in a little bit, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
We'll pass
See you on the
each
other
other
side.
in the halls. Right.
All right, Curtis,
Okay.
let's go to song. You're listening live to Tiger Talk 828 AM.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey, welcome everybody. We're back to Tiger Talk live on Thursday, May 26, 2022. It's 8:34 a.m. You're listening to 89.5 FM radio. You're hopefully watching on Channel 15, but I think we might have some technical difficulties. Curtis is working on that. So hopefully if we don't have it live, hopefully it's recording.
Right.
Because I want Mr. Arpin to
know.
see himself.
We'll
up there,
figure
so.
that out after.
So
the
hopefully
show.
It's live, but might not be fully recorded.
Okay, so we're live, and hopefully we get the second half, right, Kurt? Yes?
Yeah, it started about 22 minutes in because of technical difficulties, but I was able to get it working eventually.
All right, you know what? It's great. Curtis figured it out.
That's great. That's
And,
what we're here for.
I told Curtis when we started, I said, hey, Mr. Coles isn't here. Just roll with it. Do the best you can. And this is why we're doing it. This is what we have a radio and TV program for.
Curtis is the best at it.
He is. Joining us now is Mrs. Lindsay Grimsley. All right. She's our graphic arts teacher in the graphics, arts, and communication shop, which we have two students, which we'll get to in a second. Let's talk to Mrs. Groom. Let's get some house cleaning items cleaned up, if you don't mind. I'll talk about co-op. Of course, we always have co-op. We're up over 75 kids. Maybe next week we can recognize all the businesses again.
That would be
one
great.
last time, because I know we picked up a few extra ones. Co-op is going great, and that's, you know what, I got to tell you, I've really enjoyed the co-op part of it, and Art has been here, so I've gotten a little reprieve from the traditional assistant principal stuff,
Yeah.
and
it does take a lot of time.
it does. I can't, and honestly, I know Art's leaving, and we're gonna have somebody else in place of Art. I hope that I can dedicate more time to the co-op, because I think I've dropped the ball in certain. I think we've done great. You know, we're up to over 75 kids, but I think there's areas where I definitely can improve on if I had less, not responsibility, but just more time to do it.
Well,
I don't know how to say
we'll
that.
need to reflect on what worked, what didn't, and then going
again,
forward,
this is a work in
set
progress.
goals. Remember we talked
That's-
about goals,
yes.
goal setting? Yeah.
Yes, challenging but attainable.
Correct.
Yes. All right. So
Smart.
smart goals, right? So we also have senior events, and I wanted to just talk about what's going on for people that are listening and have senior kids. Tomorrow is our first rehearsal, so we got to practice. Believe it or not, we have to practice lining up and sitting, so we look somewhat organized. We're going to get our caps and gowns tomorrow, and I thought we were going to get our yearbooks tomorrow, but that's going to be pushed. Mrs. Grimsley can talk about that, but that's going to be next week. Next week.
Looks great, though.
It does. We have a little proof in front of us. It's good. Did I make it? Is there a picture of me in there at all?
There it is.
Okay, good. Good.
That's all that matters,
Yeah,
you know.
that's it. And then next week we have Memorial Day off, and then Tuesday we come back strong with the seniors. We have our yearbook distribution, another rehearsal, I think. And is that High Meadows Day? Of course, now I'm forgetting. But anyway, and then Wednesday, I'll get it, guys. Stand by. Nobody wants to help me. Rehearsal in High Meadows on Tuesday. We go to High Meadows, and then Wednesday is our senior breakfast, sponsored by the Westfield Gas and Electric. Which, do we have those placards made?
We have them in process.
Nice, awesome. And then we have, of course, our awards ceremony at 10 o'clock in the auditorium, and that's where we recognize all the hard work of all the students for as Renaissance, Honor Society. We give out scholarships that day, and then Thursday at 7 p.m. on Bullens Field, we'll be out there recognizing all the seniors graduating and giving out some scholarships as well there too.
Yes.
And the newly established Mr. Olari Scholarship, the Rob Olari Scholarship, goes to. We'll announce that winner on Thursday night at graduation.
Okay,
I
that's
hope
great.
I hope it's like at the end, like close to then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of finishes up
Yeah,
the evening.
I think he'd like that.
That would be very
Yeah,
nice.
I know. So we do have our restaurant open
We do.
today.
No,
No.
it's not open today, but it's open tomorrow. It was open yesterday.
Okay, what's up for the menu for tomorrow?
Well, the soups are cream of broccoli and cheddar, and a chicken vegetable rice. The chef salad is the salad of the week, a mixture of fresh salad greens, vegetables with ham, turkey, Swiss cheddar, and hard-boiled eggs.
I got that yesterday.
I know, that looked really good. And then the baked stuffed pork chop is the entree du jour. Thick cut pork chop stuffed with a traditional bread stuffing baked top
Check.
with.
I'm gonna get that.
All right.
Yep.
Served with garlic mashed potatoes
Yep.
and corn O'Brien.
I don't know what that is, but
I
I'm getting
don't-
it.
Yes, I'm assuming that's
the
it's got a
last one.
Irish touch.
Corn O'Brien. It's not bad, Mrs. Groom.
Yeah, and then
That was almost funny.
okay. I'm glad I could make you smile. And then the sandwich special is a Monte Cristo. It's ham, turkey, and Swiss in grilled French toast with side of maple syrup served with chef's side and a pickle. And Mr. Arpin got that yesterday, and he enjoyed that.
Look at my face. I'm like, ugh.
No, I think it's tasty.
Yeah.
It's just you would eat it and you wouldn't stop talking about it for I don't know how long. I think
There's the shot at me.
until graduation.
What would I be talking about?
Oh, it's so heavy.
This is we demerit for Mrs. Groom, and you might be suspended for a week. I'm not sure you're going to come after that comment.
Let's
We'll
see if people thought I was
But
really nice.
We'll
on
see
that
on the
one.
Facebook feed how that goes out. So, Mrs. Grimsley, thanks for joining us. Another impromptu. I ran into her shop. I said, I need you on the show.
Yep.
It looked like she got a little nervous, and then luckily Nurse Tribus was there to push her into it. And you're going to do great, so
She's
don't worry
our
about it.
ghost co-host,
So,
Mrs. Travis.
Mrs. Grimsley, let's get a little background on you, okay? Because I know you've been here longer than me. So,
I have.
I want you to talk to us about how. Did you attend here too?
I did.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
let's go back. You attended at that time. It was probably Westfield Vocational Technical High School.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And tell us, how did you? You were in graphics at the time.
I was in graphics. Mr. Seklecki was still here.
Oh my
He was
God.
my teacher.
Yep, awesome. And now you're working with him. This is great.
Yep.
And tell us the path. Give us a brief, history of the path and how you got to where you are now.
So I attended here and I went on co-op junior and senior year. And then I ended up keeping that graphics job for a couple years. Then I went on to the lower Pioneer Valley to be an assistant teacher. And I was there for 3 years. And Mr. Seklecki had actually toured with his son the school and saw I was working there and knew there was a position opening here and told me to go apply for it. So
Wow.
after those 3 years, in 2010, I started here. So I've been here forever.
And we're very
2010.
fortunate. I know.
So
Forever.
I feel like I kind of never left. I only left for a couple years. And then
Yeah, and over those years, you've seen name changes.
Yep.
You've seen shop changes. I mean, tell us about some of the different. What did you do? Has your role changed at all over the years as you've come in, or even better, have the students? Have you seen a change in the students?
I have seen a change in the students. We've gotten a lot more in our program lately. So there's been a boost in numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
And just every year I try to make it more interesting than the last year. So every year we're adding projects. And I think sometimes we have too many projects.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we try to do too much, but it keeps them busy all the time. So.
Okay, this is going to be a good question. What are some of the things you guys do in graphic arts? Because I don't know that everybody understands that, and I know the picture is vast. You like
It's
that?
so vast. And it's even more with the radio program and
Right.
stuff too. Now we share our time with that. So it's even more, we really feel the crunch right now at the end of the year because we do all the graduation printing for every school, not just here. And we're doing all the field day and memory books for all the elementary schools in
Right.
the area. But we really do everything for the school. People are in and out of our shop all day, like outside customers, inside the school. Everything that's printed pretty much goes through us.
Yeah.
So, and t-shirts, our silk screening operation has not stopped since the first day of school. It's just been going and going.
And the public can contact you for making T-shirts if they
Yes,
wanted.
they can.
Yeah. So there's things that Lindsay does. She and Mr. Seklecki, they are the ones. If you need something made, a program or brochure, placards for an event, T-shirts, banners that you guys can even do.
Amazing the things that come out of.
I know I hired you guys to do a graduation banner for my daughter last year, and it
Yep.
came out awesome. You know, those big ones
Yeah.
you put in the yard and things like that. So there isn't anything they can't do. On top of that, she also puts together the yearbook. So she's the yearbook coordinator, and then some business. You guys will even do business plans, right? Or advertising things.
Oh, yep. Yeah, we do a lot of logo work for
Yeah.
people. And also, like anytime there's an event or anything, our kids have cameras, they have video cameras, and they're covering it. So we can use it for the yearbook and the Facebook, the school newsletter.
Sure. And they'll be up at the Starfires game today, getting some
Yeah.
footage from that. And hopefully we can. I hope the Westville News will be there. I don't know if the middle school reached out for that. I'll have to call 'em. But anyway, also you work on projects such awesome projects like the Daily Scoop.
Yeah, we do have some samples for you on
Yeah.
that.
So I'm gonna open an ice
It
cream
seems
place.
like you're going forward.
We
with that.
all want that to happen.
I'm gonna retire, and whenever that is, and I'm gonna open up the Daily Scoop. It's an ice cream store, but
Right.
this says Daily, but it's gonna be spelled like my name.
Yes.
And it's gonna be. What do you guys think? You guys like that? We don't have ice cream places.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I know. I got a perfect location for it too. So, Mrs. Grimsley, who do we have? What students do we have with us?
So we have a senior and a freshman.
Okay,
So
who are they?
Bree is a freshman in the program. She's been doing all the learning how to use the programs, all the fun projects right now. And she's been going around to all the schools like Fort Meadow. And today she'll be on the Starfires field advertising for us. She's really artsy, likes all the artsy projects.
Nice.
And then Will is a senior and he's leaving me tomorrow.
That's it, huh?
And he is really into the broadcasting and is fantastic at video editing. He his capstone project for this year was the Chef Showdown show. So him and Emily are the geniuses behind it.
And I just may have seen the first.
Is it out?
Well, I did. get a link.
We had a premiere with the students that worked on it. The first episode is done, but him and Emily worked so hard and it's so
Well
good.
done.
Now,
Well
Will,
done.
grab the mic for a sec, Will, because I want to talk to you quickly about that. We had Emily on a couple weeks ago to talk about it. First of all, you guys did a great job.
Thank you.
It was awesome. And in the process, so we filmed, for those of you who don't know, we had a top shelf competition. What was it? I always forget the name of it.
WTA Chef Showdown.
Chef Showdown, right? The WTA Chef Showdown. We had basically a top chef competition for 2 days, Will?
Yeah.
2 days. And why don't you tell us what it was?
Well, it was kind of like an Iron Chef style showdown where we had students compete on teams against each other to provide the best dish to give to judges, and then the judges from that on, of course, will judge it and see which team can move on in the final round. And then from that, we eliminate teams, and so it comes down to either just a team of chefs or just one chef who wins it all.
Yeah. And your job and Emily's was to produce this show, correct? With cameras, with mics, get footage. Did you do interviews of kids as well?
Yeah. We did.
Oh, this is great. So, and you've been working diligently, I'm sure, over the last couple of weeks to get it a final product.
Oh, definitely.
So we can watch it on YouTube. Is it going to be on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. But it's not up on YouTube yet.
I don't know. They didn't post it.
Not yet.
I wish we knew the guy who ran our website so we could get our things up there.
He does. Once you submit it, he does it pretty quick.
does?
Let me
Okay.
tell you.
Yeah.
So would you say, Will, are all the episodes complete and ready so we could watch whenever they get posted?
Right now, me and Emily are working on episodes 2 and 3. So episode 1 is done.
It's
It's just a matter of
complete.
time. We got to figure out where to post it, what time,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking to have episode 2 and 3 done either by next week or maybe this week.
Okay.
Depends on.
And how long is each episode?
The first episode is around 24 minutes.
Okay.
So since obviously the food that they make is different per episode, so the time could vary. So I would say maybe around 30 minutes max.
Yeah.
Around there, because I don't really see any of them going past that.
Right.
So
No
definitely-
commercials either, right? Straight up.
No, straight up.
Do we have
all the show.
do we have a narrator over the show, like announcing what's going on? And
Yeah, we have a narrator. We have a few actually. So we have Harry Rock, who's kind of the host.
Oh, yeah.
We have Chef Slattery, who that scared me.
that did.
We have Chef Slattery, who also was interviewing kids in the kitchen, as well as one of our sophomores. Was that Elena, sophomore?
Yes.
Yeah, so our sophomore is Elena Gavrilova. She was interviewing kids in the kitchen. And as well as in the show, we have Mr. Forney, who is also in the show and just kind of, he's the voice kind of explaining things that we see with little animations and what team's going on. so it's also a part of it.
I'm sorry.
Great. great.
I know it's-
That was great. Yeah.
Will, awesome job.
Thank you.
The way you guys pulled it off and did it was a great idea. Whose idea was it anyway? I think.
It was me and Emily.
Yeah, that's what I
Anyway,
thought.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys did a great job, and I'm feeling like it's going to be a tradition that you guys might. You could
Yeah.
come back in a couple of years. We're still doing it, so
Yeah.
it's great collaboration between the two shops.
Yes.
And it's it was exciting.
It really and
was exciting.
to see the finished project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was
can't wait.
really cool.
I can't
I
wait.
have
And,
kudos.
let's go to Bree for a second. Now on the flip side, Bree, you're a freshman. Yep. Get that mic right up
Yeah,
close
right
to
up
it.
there.
We
There
don't want to
you
get
go.
yelled like Curtis again. And then what's your experience been like in the graphic arts? What do you think?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah?
I like it. So
Yeah. Is there a favorite part of the shop that I know Mrs. Grimsley said you were pretty creative, right? So is
Yeah.
there a favorite thing you like to do?
I definitely like all the designing projects that we get to do, like with the ads and stuff like that. Yeah.
Now, did you know when you came here, before you even went through exploratory, that this was the shop for you, or did you learn that through exploratory?
I definitely learned that through exploratory. When I joined, I was looking into something completely different.
Oh,
So
But
can I
you're
ask
happy.
what it was?
I was construction.
All right, it's just interesting to see the difference.
Yeah. So Mrs. Grimsley and the crew won you over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
This is creativity in a different way.
Yeah.
Construction is
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you hope to be doing? Is there any like next year you got your eye on something that you want to work on, or do you have a path where you think you'd like to go?
I have no clue at
Mm-hmm.
the moment. I'm just kind of trying to figure stuff out, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
great.
that's the process, and then you know what? It's not an easy decision to decide at 15.
No.
You know what you want to do and where you want to go. The good news is that graphics has so many pathways to go. You could go photography, you could go design, you could go
They like marketing.
Marketing,
A lot.
yeah.
Yeah. Video.
Yeah.
Radio.
yeah. There's so many options, and Mrs. Grimsley, you have done a great job rolling with it. I mean, there's been a lot of changes, and
There's been so many
You know,
changes.
and constantly when you need something done, you go to Lindsay and
Oh
she
yeah,
gets it done.
and with a smile.
Yeah. Let's you want to ask Lindsay some 5 questions?
Oh sure.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's a really quick answer.
These are 5 questions that you can't think about. I mean, you can, but I mean, they're going to be quick. You can't like
want you to say-
lament on them. And they're easy. Don't feel pressured. You know,
Oh yeah. no.
everybody's listening, but
Yeah.
it's fine. Go ahead.
Favorite vacation destination.
My family's Legoland.
Oh, cute. Yeah. What's your favorite music genre?
Pop punk.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you like Gwen Stefani?
I do.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite?
You liked Gwen Stefani, don't you, Mrs. Grum?
Yes,
What's the band that she was in?
no doubt.
No doubt. I loved No Doubt as a kid.
He wanted to.
Oh, I was trying to
You
get her.
forget. I was.
And who's
a
the guy
counselor.
she's with right now? I think married to, right?
Blake Shelton. I know. I don't know why she went country.
Okay. And, I'm sorry.
Wasn't she married to the guy in Bush though?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Gavin.
Gavin.
that
Yeah.
was more my
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could meet someone famous, who would it be?
Oh man.
Dead or alive?
John Stamos.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. We know Mrs. Grimsley crush. Okay.
And if you were not if you were not in graphics,
Mm.
what other shop would you be interested in?
So when I came through for exploratory, my top 2 choices were graphics and horticulture.
Nice.
So I like the planting and the landscape design part of it.
Perfect.
Nice. Yeah, you probably do that in your.
I don't like
home.
the manual labor.
No.
I like the
Hey, quick question before we go. Have you ever worked collaboratively with Mr. Sperry in design of landscape?
We have not. We've done a map of the school for him, like fancied that up, but
Yeah.
years ago. But we haven't really done much actually.
Huh. I wonder if there's any kids that would be interested in that, because
There
we have
could
some
be.
technology stuff that I'm sure would enhance the design
Oh,
down
yeah.
there for
Yeah,
sure.
that would be cool.
Well, guys, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
You guys did awesome. Good luck to you in graduation. Bree, we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mrs. Grimsley, painless, right? No problem.
Painless.
Great
Yeah.
job with the yearbook. We're looking forward to seeing that come out. There it is. You can get anybody can. Are there enough to the kids people can buy?
Yeah. Yep. We
What's the
ordered
price on
around
those?
200. They're $40 each,
That's a steal.
which is
is?
a steal because they're 100 pages.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's great.
Nice. You've
The
done a great-
bindery does an awesome job.
You do a great job with that. Curtis, let's go to a quick advertisement. We'll bring in Al for Sports Corner to finish up the show.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
One of our underwriters here at WSKB's Community Radio is Carson Center for Health and Human Services, a nonprofit organization located at 20 Broad Street in Westfield. They provided behavioral health and rehabilitation services in communities throughout Western Massachusetts since 1963. There are services for children, adolescents, adults, families, and couples. You can find them on the web at carsoncenter.org or at 413-572-4132. Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardy siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldState.bncollege.com.
Underwriting for WSKB's community radio programming is brought to you in part by R. Levesque Associates. They are offering landscape architecture, civil engineering, environmental permitting, and land surveying. RLA is a second-generation company devoted to excellence in the planning and design of outdoor spaces. On the web at rlaland.com or at 40 School Street in Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's 8:56 a.m. You're listening live to 89.5 and maybe watching on Channel 15, WCPC.
Reports are in, it's not out there.
No. Hopefully it's recorded. You can get it up on YouTube. If not, we'll roll with it.
Yeah, it was a great. If you didn't get to hear it, it was a great show.
Great show. Trust us when we tell you
Yes.
tomorrow. This is one of our best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're joined with us. We got to, Al, we always get, you always get bumped a little bit more and more.
What's up with that?
I don't know. We're going to have to work on that a little bit. But we have such good guests, Al, and so many things to talk about.
And we're cutting songs out even.
Yeah, we don't even have music, Al.
And very few commercials.
So anyway, we're joined by Al Rogers here. For a little sports update and primarily what's happened in Westfield Tech. But Al gives us a brief summary of what's going on in Major League Sports, too, across the country. I don't need to talk about the Celtics, do I? I mean, what happened with them?
I mean, one game away from the final.
One game away from the finals. And it doesn't matter if they play at home or away. It's been a weird series, right? If you've been paying attention. One team usually wins by big numbers, big margins. It's never been a really close game.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it in? Is it in Miami tomorrow?
I think it is. I don't know. We're just in Miami. I don't think they'll go back. Yeah, it's Miami and then Game 7.
If they force a Game 7,
it'll go back to Boston. Yeah.
Yep.
How about your Warriors and Steph Curry? What's the story with those guys?
Well, they're one game away from the finals,
Same thing, yep.
But something about them with playoff meltdowns like five, I don't know, I'm getting older now, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
When we blew a 3-1 lead in the finals to the Cavs, Might be a little bit of deja vu because they don't like to win it easy. They like to do it in a game.
Yeah, they always. Yeah, I know.
I don't know why.
To close it out when they can, right?
Just do it and get it over with.
Right. What about? Let's talk baseball a little bit because you're on the team and I know you guys. You had your playoffs. We have a couple tournaments going on. We had the Western Mass tournament. Then we have the Westfield. The technical Voc tournament.
That
right?
starts Monday.
It starts Monday, which that's a game where only technical high schools can play in. It's sort of
We have a
their own
coin
little
flip
niche.
tomorrow. It's either at Smith Voc or at here.
Yep. Okay.
So
And that'll be interesting. Hopefully it's here and I can get to a game because I didn't even know you guys were playing last night. And my son had a game at Yakima and I drove out and that's when I saw you. What happened last night? That was against. Who was that against last night?
Franklin County.
Against Franklin County. Consolation game, right? Because you guys lost your first one. What was the score of the first game? I know we don't want to talk too much about it, but it was pretty.
13, like 14.
Yeah, it was a tough one. And then game last night under the lights of Bullens, a close game, right, Al?
It was close.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was 4-2 going to the 7th inning.
Okay.
And then they scored 3 runs.
They scored 3 runs to win it, and that was it. So, and you guys couldn't bat the bottom of the 7th, mustered nothing, huh?
We had a run around, and then they got us out. They're pitching out.
Okay. It's okay. And the good news is about that, you have still 2 more tournaments to play. So, it's a good warm-up for you guys. Hopefully you do well in the...
I mean, it kind of killed us state rankings-wise.
Yeah.
Not to play a hard team now.
So, yeah, it'll put you... So they use that tournament game to rank you in the state tournament? Is that what I hear?
Basically.
Okay.
We're going to have to play a hard seed now.
Yeah. Now, how about you personally? You been getting any time yet, or not really?
I mean, I get in when I get in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really...
Getting excited for summer ball?
Yeah, I'm playing Legion baseball.
Oh, good for you. Nice.
So-
Nice. And how about our Yankees?
They won last night. 2-0 last night. I think Clay Holmes is legit.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he's our actual closer now.
You think so? Yeah. What about our fireballer guy who throws 101?
He's hurt.
He's always hurt, isn't he?
And Stanton got hurt yesterday too.
Oh boy, not good. But we still got Judge and we still got the core. What do you think about that, Mrs. Groom?
Well, I think it's great for Yankees.
Yeah.
Sox been playing well. Except they lost last night.
Yep. They actually won a few games.
They did.
They won 6 in a row.
In a row, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And
then
it
they
seemed like
got
it was
snapped
right
out,
after
yeah.
you were knocking them.
Yeah.
And that kind of
As
kicked
Al
them into gear.
says every week, Al, it's a long season, right?
It's only May. It's only getting into June.
A lot can happen. A lot
A
can
lot
happen.
can happen in the next 5 to 6 months.
I know it's abbreviated version of Sports Corner, but good luck in the baseball coming up this week. We're definitely going to be more. I want next week we'll be rocking and ready to go with a lot of stuff going on because I know the girls softball team plays as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to a NASCAR minute. What did you think of the All-Star race, Mrs. Groom?
There's pretty much the people I picked did not finish.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
No.
Oh. What did you think of that caution at the last lap? I know you didn't see it, but you must have seen the highlights.
Yeah, that was something, I'll tell you.
Was it?
Yeah.
And what about tell the fans out there listening, what about the net window thing? What was that all about?
I couldn't figure that out. I'm at a loss.
Yeah, so
What
Ryan Blaney.
happened?
So Ryan Blaney's about 100 feet from crossing the finish line.
Yeah.
And somebody crashes way, way, way behind, non-impact. If the caution light goes on before he crosses the finish light, we stop and we have to start over. It's a
okay.
green-white checker. So in the meantime, he thought he won, so he pulled his window net
that's
down.
what it was.
And then he couldn't get it back up. And if he went into the pits, he would have lost a lap. So he was driving around the track. Remember that?
Yeah. Multitasking.
Yeah. And did he get it? I forget. Was he able to get it latched up?
No, he did not.
Okay. That's it for Tiger Talk and NASCAR Minute.
No, you got to pick your people for next week. We're going to Charlotte.
Oh,
I'm picking
Charlotte Motor
Blaney
Speedway?
and Byron. So, too bad. You
world.
stole the Kyles on me last week.
Oh, okay.
And none of us did well.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do crazy. I'm going to do Ross Chastain, and I'm also going to do. Let's go for a Stuart Haas racing guy. Let's go with Eric Amarola.
Okay.
The number 10 car. And Al, I think I got a hunch of who you're going to go with.
You got a hunch?
Yeah, who is it?
How did my boy do last week?
He's going with Chase Elliott again.
Yeah, number 23 didn't
Yep.
finish. I mean, didn't whatever.
Yep, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
So thanks for joining us, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the show, and hopefully you can see it live. We'll find out. Curtis, nice job. Way to improvise. And we will see you guys next week, graduation day.
Yeah.
Before graduation on Tiger Talk.
All right.